One of my favorite games of all time, The Fury of Dracula. I am really excited to share this with you. Oh God.
Fury of Dracula is a game for 5 players. You can play with less, but it's best at 5. 4 play hunters and 1 plays Dracula. There aren't a lot of games that really do 4 versus 1 well, but this is one of them.
Now this game is in essence a hidden movement game. Dracula is on the board, but you can't see him. The other hunters need to find out where he was.
I use the word was because Dracula is secretively running around Europe putting locations on this trail. To avoid giving things away, he has a little mini-map that he can study. Once he decides where he wants to go, he picks that unique location out of a deck and puts it as the next step on the trail. Drac's going to do this every time his turn comes around. Each location is unique, so once it's on the trail, he can't go back there, and each new location bumps the previous one down 1 step.
Dracula is not just touring Europe for the sake of it. In addition to every location he drops, he also buries a secret underneath it.
Those secrets can be anything from just bad events to new vampires that have to be fought, but the thing is, if they fall off the end of the track without being dealt with, Dracula gets points. As soon as the doom counter gets to 13, well, sorry, the world's over. Well, that kind of sucks. How did the good guys win?
Trick question, Dracula is the good guy.
The hunter's advantage lies in there being 4 of them. They are running around, either taking the roads or the rails, trying to bump into a location on the trail. Once they stumble upon one, Dracula has to reveal it, and that immediately gives them information. Oh, 2 turns ago, he was here at Zagreb. I may not know where he is now, but I can start working on where he has been and where he's going. Now, the game also keeps track of time. Hunters get to do 2 things in each day. During the day phase, they can move, and during the night, they can just take an action. Dracula, in contrast, can only move during the dead of night, but the longer the game goes, the more doom covers up the moon, and the more potent his abilities are.
In addition to finding the locations, the hunters need to gear up, right? They need to look for supplies.
If a hunter takes a supply action in a city, they get to draw an item. That's always good. However, they also have to draw an event. These can be good and they can be bad. Drawing events during the day is always safe, because if it's a hunter event, you keep it. If it's a Dracula event, you throw it away. But this is where it gets so cool, because if you draw at night, you have to draw from the bottom of the deck. And if it's a Dracula event, you done screw up. He gets it.
Combat is also very fun. It's a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. You're going to love it.
Each side plays a card from their hand, and if the hunter's symbol matches Dracula's, they cancel the attack. If you didn't cancel it, the Dracula hits you in the face and may do some weird stuff to you. He also has abilities just to up and leave the fight if he wants. Turn into a wolf, turn into fog. By supplying, the hunters can add a lot to this deck, giving him tons of options like dogs and holy bullets and garlic.
Ultimately, Fury of Dracula is a really fun game. It's one where Dracula feels overwhelmed and outnumbered. The hunters also feel the same way.
Unique characters and really cool events, this game is just a ton of fun to play with friends.